This is the Mercedes C300 Cabriolet for all occasions. Be it business, be it road trips, small road trips are not like 30 kilo, I'm leaving the country holidays. And it is all business with the roof up, all party with the roof down. Good afternoon guys. Today I was just refreshing my memory on the C300 Cabriolet. You see right there? The C300 Cabriolet is a facelifted one as well. So I'm just jogging my memory to see of course the specifications, the engine output, etc. And today is a very rainy day, so I just made myself a nice hot latte with oat milk. And this is a new oat milk that we got in Kopi Chap Deco, and like it's fantastic. The previous one we used, it highlighted acidity in coffee, which was not really a nice thing for me. But this new oat milk that we use, wow, glorious! It is so silky, so smooth, a little bit nutty, and of course you lose a little bit of body and texture by changing from full fat cow's milk to oat milk, but well, this is very nice. Good afternoon guys, and we have the C300 Cabriolet behind me. It's AMG pack as well. It's a C300 AMG. Okay, so not the tried and true AMG one man one engine philosophy sports car, but it's a Mercedes-Benz with AMG styling. So that's the difference between Mercedes AMGs versus AMG AMGs. As you can see, our showroom is pretty much empty once again. Yes, the Carrera 4S is sold, the C2S is getting coating done because it is sold, the JCW convertible is sold, and what was there before? I kind of don't remember. Yeah. Anyways, we got this big boy here, the Cayenne, and today's video is about this. Oh yeah, and the E300 was delivered just now as well. That's why it looks very, very empty. Alright, so let's take a quick exterior walk around of this car. And this is the 2019 mid-series or mid-life crisis facelift. Okay, so you can see the exterior styling of this car. It is much more aggressive. The AMG body kit, I really appreciate it. Why? Look at the front apron. The front apron and the front bumper. It's so nice. Especially you see that cut there. That cut, of course it's for aerodynamics, but it offers such a nice, fluid, sporty feel to it. I really like it. It's not overly modern, it's not overly trying to be the car of the future or whatever, but it's just very nice, a nice uplift to the whole face of this car. It's very nice. You get the same diamond grille design with the three-pointed star over there, the AMG body kit. Let's look detail a bit. Right? Okay, you see this blacked out part and the front bumper in chrome. That's very nice. I really like how fluidly or how do you put it? It's fluid. It's very organic. It's not very forced. It doesn't have a ton of sharp edges. Not like this car over here where everything is like, yeah, I'm modern as shit. Okay, I'm super modern. I'm like the car of the future, whatever. This is just like, yeah. Very subtle, very organic, very fluid. Almost as if you took a piece of cloth and molded it over some metal, and then you get this very nice flowy design. I like it. I really, really like it. Especially paired with these upgraded headlights from Mercedes. These are the multi-beam LED lights, high performance and very shiny. Yeah, very nice. I can appreciate it, especially if you look at the side. The wheel arches are slightly wider in front, and it really gives it a sporty AMG look to it. But of course, the rear wheel arches aren't jutting out or anything like the C43 or C63. This is the top of the line in terms of Mercedes C-Class. Yes, without it being AMG engine or whatever. One spec higher would be the C43, but that car shares a lot more with the C63 AMG than this car. A lot of the parts of that car have already been changed to AMG body parts or AMG spec things. This is through and through still Mercedes-Benz. You get the 19-inch alloy wheels at the side, and these are very nice rims. I like it. I like it a lot more than the previous pre-facelift AMG rims. This is very nice. Right? You get the Cabriolet top in black. This is finished in a white color with the interior being red. I'll show you the interior later on. And yeah, you can see the body lines of this car. It's very sleek, very nice. This is through and through a comfortable car, and it doesn't try to disguise that. Of course, it has very sporty styling, but it isn't a sporty drive. Yep, C300 powerful as it is not a C43. Okay, look at the rear bumper over there. It's very nice. You get the exhausts disguised in this very flowy shape over here. And I wasn't really a big fan of Mercedes, but I was a fan of the C-Class AMGs. This one with the exterior styling, like the way it is, it's starting to grow on me. It's really nice. It's really flowy. It's really organic. And it has that air of prestige about it, whereas the BMW 3 Series doesn't have that air of elegance or that air of prestige, or you know, that little bit of luxury and class. It doesn't have that about it. I mean, talking about the BMW 3 Series, but this one, it's a nice blend of a very dynamic design and very sporty, very elegant. This is all the way on the right side, which is virtually the same. And as with all cabriolets, this soft top can be done with the keys. All I need to do is unlock, hold, and you can see the Mercedes new soft top in operation. Yes, they updated the soft top mechanism as well. This is now called the Mercedes acoustic soft top, promising better sound insulation, promising better wind resistance. Well, it's covered. Yeah, so basically the main selling point here is that with the Cabriolet top on, it is much more isolated from the outside world when you want to be. Alright, so that's the interior. Let's move on in and I'll show you around. Wind down the windows with the key. So after the first time you let go or you drop the top, the windows will still be up. So that is the second drive mode. While the windows are up, it still deflects up to 80% of the air and the air around you basically, and still isolating you without the top. Okay, so with fully the windows down, it is an open top experience completely. Nothing, there's no wind deflection. It's just all air, all weather. Very nice, especially for this time in Penang where it rains very often. Now that the rain has stopped, it is very nice and cool weather to drop the top. Look at this interior. It is a fantastic two-tone interior with the leather being in red and black contrast stitching. I like my cars with contrast, and this is very nice. Very nice. Look at it. Look at the leather. It's so nice with the contrast stitching. I like it. Let's get inside and look at. Yes, this nice new updated Mercedes 3-point steering wheel with the flattened bottom over here. It is nicely designed. Mercedes, for me, their facelift and their modern design, it is leaps and bounds. For me, personal preference, okay? Leaps and bounds better than any new BMW design. I'm still an M4, what is that? It takes getting used to, but I appreciate the effort they put in to revamp the whole brand, but it just kind of feels like they don't know where they're going anymore. But Mercedes is slowly drilling down their design philosophy into something a lot more organic, something that plays with light, something that is much more subtle. They play with light, they play with machining, they play with different textures, and it's very nice. This is stuff that Porsche does. They play at a minimalistic amount by not using the most crazy luxury opulent items or materials. They maximize what they can do with the current practices, and this steering is prime example. You see how this piece folds itself back into the entire steering console? It makes such a nice effect, especially when there's dynamic light like this, right? You see, when there's dynamic light reflects off of this. This is a little bit darkened area. It just folds itself cleanly and neatly into the steering column, and so nice. Such a subtle design language and design element. I really appreciate it. I haven't gone on to talk about design elements in such a long time because nothing has really caught my eye until now that I see this steering wheel. Of course, it has the touch sensor buttons over here. Let's try the sound insulation. Now that you can hear a little bit of noise from the cafe, let's try to insulate it. Yeah. Alright. Oh no. No. Higher, no lower. Okay. Yep. Look at this. What do you call it? Push start button. It is pulsating. It is nice. Again, they do the same thing by playing with depth and design and how light bounces off things to make this design. It is. I like it. I really like it. I really like it. Yep. So electronics are on. Let us undrop the top. Can I undrop the top? Or must the thing be on? Yeah, the thing must be on. Let's turn it on then. Okay. It's operating. You can see it at the back. Very nice soft top operation. I like my cabriolets with soft top, not really hard top. Why? Because of that. Super fast operation. It's like a Z kind of fold, and it folds very cleanly. You saw just now how the convertible soft top folded in, and there's something like a little clamshell that closed. That is very nice, especially when the top is down. You can see a very nice body line. It just feels very natural, very clean, right? So let's show you around the new infotainment system. You get touch sensors over here and the new updated LED screen over here, right? See, it's something, yeah, touch sensor. You just need to scroll and it just feels very, very nice. Okay, connect applications on media, radio, etc. Navigation. Yep. It is very nice. You can go down and access. Quite intuitive, and it's very nice to operate. It feels very good to operate. Let's see what this hand does. Oh, what's that? Okay, so on the right side it scrolls through vehicle information, and it scrolls. Oh wow, that's a nice digital meter, rectangular in shape over here, and you get still the two analog tachymeter and speedometer. Did I get that right? Yes, tachymeter is this, and this is the speedometer. Alright, cool. So there you go, that's the updated steering wheel. This is very nice. This steering wheel alone is worth the money for the facelift. Of course, Recon lah. Okay, and of course the updated interior. Oh yes, so nice. It is such an elegant drop the top. This drop the top is something that it is not for the, you know, oh, I want sport car feeling. It's a drop the top that you can use daily, and for this C300 Cabriolet, I love this series of cars just because of how practical it can be used. It is virtually the same chassis as the C-Class sedan, having enough backspace for daily usage. And for example, if you don't have a family, or you just have a few people to ferry around, usually one more beside you, or occasionally two friends at the back, it is comfortable enough to be used day in, day out. We're not talking long road trips, we're just talking city driving. This is one of the most perfect cabriolets. Why? Because you get a very nice, quick, practical soft top operation up to 40 kilometers per hour. It is very quick as well, so during rainy season you just need to hit the signal, go to left lane and turn it on up to 40 kilometers per hour. So that's very practical, more practical than any hardtop convertible, because hardtop convertibles, as you know, because the mechanism is so heavy, it's so intricate, it's so complex, you cannot risk moving the car while this is operating, otherwise it will stop the operation. And you know, when high winds pick up or you're driving fast, it might push the mechanism in a way that it doesn't want to be pushed, and that's where problems arise. Recently I've been doing a lot of floor operation for the company, as in I've been showing cars to a lot of people, I've been introducing cars to a lot of people, and for a sporty convertible, the Mini Cooper is a nice entry point. For someone that is not very confident with convertibles, this, I think, is a very nice entry point, because it is acoustic soft top as well. You can hear how well it isolates a cafe's hustle and bustle and the noise versus my colleagues talking over there versus some people coming in and we have to shout hello, welcome, and it isolates that very, very cleanly, and you can hear that there's really not much exterior noise from the cabin. This is fantastic. I think this is a brilliant entry point into the world of convertibles without it, of course, breaking the bank. This is in the same price range as a C300 new, and what you get is a more luxurious interior compared to other convertibles. And of course the Mini, now the Mini is just funky. This is elegant, nice, very, very presentable, and very practical as you were to fetch, for example, business partners, customers. It's very nice. It is seriously very nice. You get the different mix of materials. You get the plush, red leather, black contrast stitching. It is a cabriolet that oozes style, and what it lacks out, what it has to give up in that, is that it has to give up some sportiness or some dynamic driving, or enthusiast drivers will not likely to fall in love with this car. Let's put it honestly, enthusiast drivers will not like this car because of course the Mercedes C-Class is not really catered towards that. For that you need the C43 or C63 with soft top with cabriolet basically, with the option to drop the top, and that is those are very nice 4-seater cabriolet options, right? Anyways, a little ramble over, let's get to it. This is the very clean cut air conditioning or climate control over here. You still get the ability to control the infotainment and etc. from this panel over here. It is laid out in a way that is much more intuitive for me. Yeah, I look at this, I find that it's very intuitive. After getting to grips with what each button does, what the sync to, etc., you can basically use it because of course you have these analog buttons, so you can just touch and feel and then use it without even looking. It's not touch screen, for example. And you get the analog clock over here, you get quick access to media, radio and navigation over here, you get telephone over here, and the emergency button over here, and the analog clock over here. A nice little cabin for you to store, for example, touch and goes, cup holders here, and some coins, for example. The voltage, a 12-volt socket is over here, and oh, very nice. It is spring loaded, so that's nice. You get volume control over here and the dynamic response button, or basically denoting what mode you'll be driving in: sports mode, comfort mode, eco mode, or sports plus. I think there's sports plus. Is there a sports plus? Oh yeah, there's a sports plus. Okay, yeah, it shows you there as well. Okay, so by pressing this button you activate the lever to open this up. Alright, very nice space saving design by having it cut in half and leveraged on one side. Bobby covered that, so thank you Bobby for that quick heads up. You get ISOFIX at the back, you get the of course it's a little bit tighter than the C-Class leg room, etc., but not too bad. Asians are small, right? Most Asians are small. If you're like fetching, I don't know, 4 big sized guys, for me I'm not that big. If you're fetching 3 other guys, maybe you'll find yourself in a bit of a tight spot, but other than that it's fine. Asians are in general pretty small. Okay, so other than that, you get seat heating and seat ventilation in this as well, and you get the built-in air scarf that Malaysians will never use because during cold days this is used overseas to blow hot air or like warm air on your neck, making it like a nice air scarf. Very nice feature that we don't get to use unless you're going to Genting and you feel cold. That would be, yeah, there's a usage for everything if you can find the situation to use it. That's the point, right? Other than that, the convertible operations can be done over here, and it does have built-in wind deflectors. Okay, at the back you see that thing over there, that web thingy, that is the built-in wind deflector that you can activate when you drop the top. Other than that, it's a pretty straightforward car. That's why I like it. So straightforward. It is elegant, daily usable, comfortable, and just in 90% of the situations you will not find a lack in anything, right? Except for that 1% where you need, like, super sporty driving. Other than that, this is a fantastic package at a very reasonable price, at the price of C300 new. Okay, so around a little bit more than 300k, you can get yourself a cabriolet option C300. So that is this car. Let's go through some engine specifications. Now, this gearbox of this car is produced. The gearbox of this car is a 9G-tronic 9-speed gearbox from Mercedes. Furthermore, the engine specification output is 258 and 370. So 258 horsepower with 370 Newton meters of torque. Even though it's not a sporty car, 0 to 100 is still in 6 seconds. So that's reasonably quick. It's a very nice, comfortable cruiser, and it also has multi-suspension setup, as in multiple suspension modes. You can adjust it based on your driving mode, comfort, sports, plus, etc. So yeah, that's the exterior interior walk around of this car. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're interested in this car, please do leave me a message. I got some deals for you. Alright guys, yeah, that should be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Catch you next time. Do remember to subscribe to us at Horizon. Cheers.